Good morning, students. This is class 10 science, lesson 1, chemical reactions and equations. This is fourth part of the lesson. Today's topic is rancidity and corrosion. We'll study about rancidity and corrosion. Before proceeding, let me share something with you. Just a minute. Yes. See, as you can see on the screen, what is corrosion? In a daily life, we come across a large number of oxidation reactions. We come across a large number of oxidation reactions. We can say usually we see when metals are exposed to atmosphere for a long time. When metals are exposed to atmosphere for a long time, they lose their metallic luster and become dull. They lose their metallic luster and become dull. Because of the formation of oxide, carbonate, or sulfide layer. They become dull due to the formation of either oxide layer or sulfide layer or carbonate layer. So the formation of oxide, carbonate, or sulfide layer on the metal surface can be termed as corrosion. Or you can see the gradual eating up of metals, by the action of air and moisture on their surface is called corrosion. The eating away of the metals by air and moisture, acids, or we can say acids also, is known as corrosion. The most common example of corrosion is rusting of iron. You can see over here, you can see many articles, iron articles. I'll show you the pictures of, see, this is fresh iron, this is rusted iron. Fresh iron, rusted iron. These are silver spoons which have turned black due to the reaction of silver with hydrogen sulfide. This is green carbonate layer formed on a coin, copper coin, which has been corroded. See, this pipe, see, you can see this layer of copper carbonate. So almost all metals corrode to some extent, and the most reactive metals corrode to a maximum extent. Means all metals corrode to some extent, but reactive metals corrode to a maximum extent. Gold and platinum, being noble and unreactive metals, are least affected by moisture. Silver is also a noble metal, but silver is usually unaffected by the moisture present in the air. But if the atmosphere contains even a small amount of hydrogen sulfide gas, its surface becomes black. Copper, on the exposure to humid and moist air containing carbon dioxide gas for longer duration, gets coated with a green layer of basic copper carbonate. You can see a green layer of basic copper carbonate. You see this layer of copper carbonate. This is also copper carbonate on its surface. Most of the time, corrosion is restricted to the surface of the metals. And the corrosion of iron is known as rusting. You all must have seen rusted iron articles. You can see on the screen also. If iron objects are left in damp and humid conditions for longer time, they get covered with a reddish brown layer of ferric oxide or hydrated iron 3 oxide called rust. The formula of rust is Fe2O3.XH2O. I repeat, Fe2O3.XH2O. Here X is the number of water molecules. In the junior classes, we have studied a lot of methods to prevent rusting. In short, I'll explain you. Rusting can be prevented by applying grease and oil. It can be avoided by painting iron articles, by electroplating, by coating with zinc, galvanization, and by making alloys. There are many methods to prevent rusting. In the same way, silver reacts with hydrogen sulfide gas and rusting of silver. Corrosion of silver is usually known as tarnishing. Corrosion of silver is usually termed as tarnishing, such as corrosion of iron is termed as rusting, corrosion of silver as tarnishing. A black silver acquires a black layer. You must have seen in your house also silver articles. Usually silver idols are placed in your home, mandir, puja, at puja place. They turn black. On long exposure, they turn black. So this was all about rusting. This was all about corrosion, we can say, eating away of articles by moist air and other moist air, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide is termed as corrosion. Now, we'll study about rancidity. What is rancidity? When fats and oils are exposed to air, when fats and oil are exposed to air, they get oxidized and become rancid. They get oxidized and become rancid and their smell and color changes. This phenomena is called rancidity. I repeat, when fats and oils are exposed to air, or rather we can say when food containing fats and oil are exposed to air, they get oxidized and become rancid and the smell and color changes. This phenomena is called rancidity. There are different steps to prevent rancidity: storing food materials in airtight containers, packing food items in bags containing nitrogen, refrigeration of food items, addition of antioxidants or preservatives to the food containing fats and oils. We can say that this is also an oxidation. Rancidity is also an oxidation reaction because it refers to the oxidation of fats and oils in food that is kept for a long time. The food start giving foul smell and bad taste. Rancid food causes stomach infection also on consumption. We can prevent rancidity. You must all have seen chips packet, namkeen packet, chips packet. They are flushed with nitrogen gas. Nitrogen behaves as an antioxidant. It is an unreactive gas, so it does not allow oxidation of the food. So rancidity can be prevented by, as I've told you, storing food materials in airtight containers, by adding antioxidants, vacuum packing, vacuum packing or tight packing, then replacing the air in the packets by nitrogen, then refrigeration and storing away food from light. So I hope you have understood about rancidity and corrosion. Both are oxidation reactions. Thank you and have a nice day.